feel like that ended on a weird note. It was like,
That's okay.
That's right. It gets us grooving. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm very good. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, and my kids told me today that tomorrow we have 3 weeks of school left.
And I think we're still at almost 4, but
Right.
good for you.
Well, I mean 4. We're not that far off. So
No,
I didn't realize it was that close, though. I mean, I guess I did and I didn't. Like, our seniors end before everybody else, and I have some seniors, so I was already kind of preparing for it. But to hear him say it, I was like, really? I kind of feel like it just started, and then I also kind of feel like it's been going on for a long time.
I know. We were talking about a team today because it's May finally. Yay,
Yes.
which is fun.
No.
But it's also hard in education because you have people going and people you're preparing for that are coming to you for next year. So it's like a month of like, yes, I want to miss everybody, but now I've got a plan, for everything. Everybody's really independent and you feel good about what's happening, but then you also have to prepare for them to leave. It's like this tug,
Yep.
And then it's May, so we're tired too.
We are tired, yes.
But even just like hearing you say like that the year felt like it just started, I feel like this is maybe one of the first years since pre-COVID that it almost felt regular again, almost.
I know. Other than just, I think, and you see this everywhere, just the weird shift in behavior. We're still seeing that, like just an odd shift in even students' willingness to do the same work that they used to do. It's odd what COVID did to that. And I would be interested to look into that further to see like psychologically what happened and why did we make that shift? Like, it's just weird.
You feel like your kids are less willing to put in the work?
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I mean, they just, like I just have seen more students struggle this year than I have in previous years with things that they have usually not struggled with. And so I don't know, it would be interesting to look into it and see what's causing it because I'm all about finding the cause of things to fix it. So
yeah, I'm sure the COVID educational experience will be the root of some study for a very long time. But I do agree with you. I also feel like that's not much different than even adults. Like I feel like maybe what the shift is not necessarily bad. I guess we'll find out, right? But that some of us, even I feel like in education, have put a halt on things. Like I'm not going to go the extra 3 hours of work. What gets done at school is done. Like boundaries have changed, and maybe that's what's changed. I don't know with the students. I haven't seen that significant of a difference in my students personally. But who knows, right? Maybe the world is just slowing down a little bit and that's good, but then that means other things have to change, right?
They do. We need to adapt our expectations maybe. Like it may be that we just don't need to expect what we used to expect or expect things different.
Yeah.
Like in a different way, maybe. I don't know.
It wouldn't be awful.
It wouldn't.
Look at us. We're all like 4 minutes in and we're like really deep into
solving some world problems here. That's right.
I thought we came for sketchnoting and Carrie and Mandi.
Well, listen, I have a Sharpie tonight and I am super excited because as you know, I don't draw with Sharpies very often. And so I am excited. I also have a few other black pens because I didn't know which one I would want.
You might need to vary your tip with.
I might, yeah.
You're funny. And then I was looking at my glitter pens. I'm like, should I pull out the glitter pens? I'm like, no, I don't want to show up Mandi because she'll, just have her Sharpie. And you bring 5 pens with you.
This one is also the glitter pen. Mm-hmm. This is the glitter. This is that glitter Papermate one. Yes. Because it has a decent end on it. So it's like a different thickness than some of the others.
I know. I have my bold flares at school and I need to bring them home. Those are like 100 times my favorite flare.
Oh, do I have a black one in that color? Oh my goodness.
In that color. I'll use that because Carrie can't because hers are at school.
I might not have them down here. So no worries. No worries. I don't have them down here.
Well, for our Doodle and Chat friends who are here with us, who stayed past the 4-minute mark, past the philosophy, and us giving each other crap about markers. We're here for our we're here for our May Doodle and Chat classy activity, which is a one-pager that we share out in our newsletter. The link will be in the show notes after this airs after the live show. And it's just an activity that you and I share out once a month that we hope teachers can read in a one page and apply to any lesson. I think we try to be really thoughtful.
Yeah.
About these, any educational level, any educational topic, and subject area. But today, we're doing something. We also like to make up names for activities because it wouldn't really be Doodle and Chat if we didn't do that. We're calling this mini sketchnoting, and we're doing the vocabulary edition of it. And when Mandi and I were creating this, Mandi doesn't know this, but Mandi was the brains behind this idea. And then I like to whip the names out and name them, because I thought we'd call it mini sketch notes because I feel like this is the first of many.
Oh, I like it.
We'll have mini sketch notes vocabulary edition. I feel like we can. I'm just feeling the vibe of like this whole theme of mini sketch notes. I like it. Got a feeling, Mandi.
Okay, I like it too. I like it.
So the idea of mini sketchnoting is to take the concept of sketchnoting, taking in information with our ears and our eyes, connecting with what we know about it, right? Or what we've read about it, and visualizing it, and then drawing and writing about that topic on paper. And usually we see sketch notes on full pages of paper. And now I'm reading Mandi's mind, but Mandi thought, what if we took a note card and a Sharpie and a pen and shrunk down the concept, right? And you had the idea of a vocabulary word.
I did. And then taking that vocabulary word that each person does. And in my room, I want to put this together and make like a vocabulary wall where all of these little mini sketch notes that my students have done come together and we create one word wall.
I love that. And yeah. And I think when we were also talking about it, I was talking about we have vocab that we front load in my ELA class because that's an important thing to do for the students that I work with. And I think actually all students. But what if we front loaded and made our own word wall, and it was on the board or on the projector every time we read the story, or every time we wrote?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see the impact that could have on things.
So too.
So exciting.
Yes, this is exciting. I'm excited to do this.
So friends who want to do this activity with us just need a note card, a pen, and a vocabulary word. Right?
That's right.
Awesome. So we're going to turn our cameras on, and I'm going to let Mandi lead us the rest of the way. She doesn't know that, but now she is. Now she does know.
All right. Well, I hope I know how to do this. I'm just kidding.
You totally do. Uh-oh. I don't have our producer today. I'm off my game.
That's okay. Mine's always echoey when we first start, so.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Well, so doing this with my students, I would make sure that they have, like, I would either assign them a vocabulary word or I would let them choose their vocabulary word, or maybe just randomly assign them if you wanted to do it that way to make it kind of fair, especially if you wanted to make sure that all of your words were assigned to somebody. And the first thing that I do is somewhere on your note card, put like the main idea or what the word is in kind of bold letters. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do some trig today because I'm a math teacher. Carrie, what are you doing today?
Well, the good thing for you to explain the activity gave me time to figure out, like, I actually need a word to draw, right?
You do need a word to draw, yes.
Good thing we started a new unit a week ago. So I think I'm going to do underestimate because that's one of the vocabulary words.
Ooh, I like it.
So I think that will be a good one.
I like it. So anywhere on your note card, and put it in bold because this is what you want your eye to be drawn to when you first look at the note card.
Okay. And I had to pick a nice big long word also. That's fun.
You did, yeah.
I'll I can do it. I think I spelled it right.
Underestimate. You got it.
Yay.
And from here on out, this is just images, words, anything that you relate to with this word. And when I did this for the one that we sent out in the classy, there are a few images. They're kind of big anchor images with it. And then I do have some words that go around it. And so that's what I like about this is it doesn't have to be all images. Sometimes we think of sketchnotes needing to be all images, and it doesn't. So whatever words, whatever images. And what I try to do is fill the entire note card with it. So it can be big. Like you can go big on this one.
Yeah, I was even thinking you could use some of the oversized note cards as well.
Yeah.
Which would be fine.
Or you could use the smaller ones if they're afraid that they can't fill them.
Yeah, for sure. Because that you're right. That is less space to fill in.
Right.
And they can write the word really big. Well, I also feel like this activity is also a good one to maybe even mash up with some of our previous classy activities. Because we've done some art word stuff before with that too. That could be fun. A little mashup.
It would be fun. And the fun part about doing this before was figuring out like how the images could kind of fit together to fill the whole page. It was kind of fun. I really liked it.
That's awesome. And I could even see really working on this skill with my students so that we could get to the point where everybody does their own note cards and we get more efficient at it. You know, at first modeling it, doing it together, maybe one or two, and they each do their own, but then you probably could get, once you get the workflow down, it could be something that each kid could do every note card or every word for.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up the word just so I have it in my head. I mean, I know in my mind what underestimate means, but I'm going to look it up and see just so I have it. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Yours. I'm trying to think of course, because you know I love to draw animals. I'm trying to think of characters that animals.
Oh, I like that. That's a great idea.
That are often underestimated.
Oh, I like that.
But also small because
yeah.
Actually, I think I'm just going to stick with one bug.
And the other thing that you can do, and I think it kind of adds to it, like if you're not filling every space, like you can use like little, like I'm just going to draw a box here for this space. Like I'm just add some different.
Ah,
Oh, yours is going to be so fun.
yes, I'm drawing an ant.
I know, I like it.
I feel like they are underestimated. So probably like to draw cute things, and I don't. Well, we'll see. I'm going to draw the first cute ant ever. Maybe.
I think you will. Ants are cute.
Unless they're in my kitchen.
Then they're not cute.
In the spring,
Absolutely.
then I do not like them. Oh dear, now he looks creepy. Oh, fail. Oh well. Okay.
I think I just Sharpied my finger.
Oh dear.
Rookie move for the person who doesn't use the Sharpie all the time.
Proof you created.
That's right. Oh, are you done?
Yes, I'm reading a comment. We have Jamie's here with us.
Oh, good.
And they say that this is exactly what I needed to see right now. Whoop, whoop. We aim to please, Jamie. And that they had a rough time. They have a rough idea about this, and that they teach geography in college, and students don't think they need to learn vocabulary. And she said, "My words will be scale."
How exciting.
Oh, my word will be scale. I was like,
Yeah.
she was like using slang, like my word will be scale. Like, like slay. And I was like, is that a new slang I don't know? That's not what she meant.
I mean, her word probably will also slay, to be honest. It
I was
probably
like, this is a new slang. It's scale. It means awesome.
That's
Imagine
so
me going to school
funny.
tomorrow. I'm like, that assignment is scales. And my students would be like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, there's this teacher on YouTube, and they said it scales. Oh, I crack myself up. I think tiny ants are even cuter than the big boy ants. What I mean, I don't know Jamie's students, but or Jamie, but I would agree with them that, I mean, how do you talk about geography if you don't have the vocabulary to
Yeah.
articulate what it is? And like, and also anytime we front load vocabulary, it just increases comprehension and our experience with the words that go along with us with the thing. And the more experience we have about a subject, the better comprehension we're going to have. So, you know, teacher knowledge for the win again, I guess.
Yeah.
Like we do know what we're talking about.
So maybe not solving all of the problems, but solving one problem for today.
That's right. So yours is, oh my gosh, math beautifulness.
It does make me happy.
That is
And
a
I
lot of
do
math.
plan to use this in my trig class next week.
I love it.
So I am actually hoping to get a word wall. And so obviously somebody is not going to get to use sign. We'll just stick mine up on the word wall with everybody else's. I love that ant.
I do too. And I also thought of a bee because those are small and underestimated. But yeah, if I were to do this again, I would have drawn a significantly more of these little guys because they are just really cute.
I love them. I like the eyes on the big guy though too.
Thank you. I'm just gonna say thank you.
I like the eyes on him. It's cute.
Thank you. We're our own worst enemy when it comes to a drawing, right?
Yeah. Yes, I know. That is me. That
Well,
is
and then Alicia's here too, and she said she has many artistic, multilingual students, and of course, learning English can be hard, and they love making word walls. So, and her word is conserve. So these are some great words like scale and conserve. I cannot wait.
I can't wait to see them. And like I said earlier, like mine is kind of word heavy, which is okay. But when you have your multilingual students, it could be very picture heavy, and
Mhm.
that's okay too. And that would be very helpful. Just maybe one word and then the pictures to go with it.
Well, and I was also thinking also to our conversation that we had with Valentina Gonzalez last week, and also honoring the first languages. So if students can bring that knowledge to the word,
Very
you
cool.
can have
Yes.
the multi-language or even come up with a systematic approach to the note cards where the English word is here, any alternative, forms of the word are on the side, and then it's filled with,
The
because then
images.
you're anchoring even some, first languages so
I
that
love that. Yeah.
yeah, in case you need to bridge that gap, right? So much fun.
It is. And you know what? That didn't take very long.
Mm-mm.
And I pulled that from memory as you pulled that from memory, but they wouldn't have to. Like they could use the resources that they have, and as they read the words, pick the words that matter to them to put on this, and then also any images that they think of or any images that they see that go with it. And so if you used it that way, it would take a little bit longer to do. Like I said, we were just pulling this from our memories, but students probably wouldn't do that.
Right. I think your students might not. My students will either have, generally speaking, have some experience with words or none. So I could even see me like pairing kids up in a group, if once and
Yeah.
with a teaching assistant and then some with me. Let's each talk about what we know about the word. So we gather
I like
information
that.
that way, but then also using the research skills. Where can we find this word? How do we look it up if we don't know it? So that I would lean on those things, as part of this as well.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. And then also I was thinking too how fun this would be. I'm sure Lisa probably already does this, but I was also thinking too, just what a great opportunity then to bring some small like mini presentation skills into what you do. So kids could pair up and share their word. They could sit in front of the class and share their word, and you could just work on a little bit of just like sharing, in front
Yes,
of a whatever number of students you want to do kind of thing.
I love that too.
Yeah. No, I'm just really excited for the idea of the word wall. I know, yeah. And even just you could have words with just icons. So like once we've had underestimate and then you have your word wall, you could also just have a really like a post-it note on the side or another note card. What's the one image we want to use to anchor to this, right?
Yeah.
So whenever we think of what something is, like you'd think of an ant, or I think of, you know, the circle with the cross that I don't understand what it means because your math is too high for me. But I know that sign. Which you could really take then take a single image to really anchor, you know,
Mhm.
and that could be fun too.
It could. Yeah.
Nice. Very fun. Very simple.
Yes.
Yay.
Alicia, I agree.
Yes,
So
we do.
many great ways to practice reading, writing, listening, speaking. Yeah, I think this very simple activity has so many wonderful applications, and I can't wait to see how everybody uses it. Because I mean, the one we put in the classy was one of my examples from statistics. And then obviously I did a math one tonight, but then you have a word that your kids will be using, and I really can't wait to see these other 2 as well. Like, these are gonna be cool. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see them.
agreed, agreed. And then we had another friend on Twitter who was excited to use
Oh.
it in their class, a science class. So we've got multilingual class, college geography. We're graduating up, Mandi.
Well,
And
and
then
Jamie, I'm really excited, for Jamie to try this with her college classes because I agree, it's one of the things we kind of forget about, and I think this would be an amazing activity to do.
100%. And geography is so visual
Yes. Yes.
as it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if students are having a difficult time coming up with images to put on here, I really love looking up icons, like
Mhm.
just Google searching icons or going to like the Noun Project or Google has an icon library. I like to go there if they're struggling with icons, and it's something that you can like. They're usually just line art, so they're pretty easy to mimic on your paper.
I agree. I agree. No, this is good stuff for sure. For sure. Well, I think we're done for our classy activity. Usually we're a little bit longer, but this was super fun. And I don't think I think we're ready to wrap things up. And
We
it'll
are.
be really exciting to see Jamie and Alicia's doodle and chats if they share them out on Twitter snap a picture and share them out on Twitter using hashtag doodle and chat. Or even our friends that join us here later after this airs. We always love to see everybody's doodle and chat activities. And then because it's the beginning of the month, you and I are working hard every month to come up with fun activities to take people through the entire month. Tonight, I'm going to post on Instagram on our Doodle and Chat account our this month's On a Different Note, where we want people to listen to a song, right?
Yep.
And sketchnote and draw and write all about that song. And the song is Oh by the Lindas. So that one's going to be a fun one. And then next Wednesday, we're super excited. We have the team from Common Sense Education, Jennifer and Sue, who are going to be joining us, and we're going to be doodling and chatting all about common sense education as well as them. So that's exciting.
It is going to be so much fun. They are so much fun.
So much
And
fun.
common sense education is cool. And I can't wait to share about that.
So fun. And then we also have our last Wednesday of the month, May 24th, Pav Wanderer, who is an educator in Canada and a podcaster, who is going to be joining us for a doodle and chat with friends for that too. So we have a full lineup for this month, and we're very excited for May.
We are. Can't wait to see people join us for those too.
As well. Yeah, exactly. And people can follow us on Twitter or Instagram to stay up with everything doodle and chat.
And if you're on TikTok, we post some little short clips of what we do here. We also post some funny outtakes if you want to see some of the goofy things Carrie and I do when we don't mean to.
Like thinking scale, being slay.
That's right.
That's making the cut.
Yep.
But we just love our doodle and chat community. And we can't wait to see everybody here the rest of the month. They can join us here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for whatever the Doodle and Chat fun is for that week.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.